Questions 8 and 9. Question 8. Was Jesus the first to preach the doctrine of the kingdom? No. John the Baptist was the first to preach the doctrine of the kingdom. Matthew 3:1 and 2 indicate. In those days came John the Baptist, preaching in the wilderness of Judea, and saying, Repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Question 9. Why was the kingdom first preached by John the Baptist, and not by Jesus the Messiah? The doctrine of the kingdom was first preached by John the Baptist in order to fulfill two Old Testament prophecies. The first prophecy is found in Isaiah 43, which states, The voice of him that crieth in the wilderness, Prepare ye the way of the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway for our God. In the Gospel of Matthew, John and his preparation of the Jews are described. For this is he that was spoken of by the prophet Esaias, saying, The voice of one crying in the wilderness, Prepare ye the way of the Lord, make his paths straight. And the same John had his raiment of camel's hair, and a leathern girdle about his loins, and his meat was locusts and wild honey. Then went out to him Jerusalem, and all Judea, and all the region round about Jordan, and were baptized of him in Jordan, confessing their sins. In Matthew 3:3-6. Jesus confirmed John's identity as his forerunner in Matthew 11, verses 7-10. And as they departed, Jesus began to say unto the multitudes concerning John, What went ye out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken with the wind? But what went ye out for to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? Behold, they that wear soft clothing are in kings' houses. But what went ye out for to see? A prophet? Yea, I say unto you, and more than a prophet. For this is he of whom it is written, Behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. The second prophecy is that before the Messiah comes to earth, God will send a forerunner to prepare the Jewish people for the Messiah. The purpose of John the Baptist was to prepare the people by telling them about the way of the Lord, which is the doctrine of the kingdom, and by John's baptizing them in order to prepare people to enter the kingdom. That second prophecy is found in the final two verses of the last chapter in the closing book of the Old Testament. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. In Malachi 4, verses 5 and 6. Jesus emphasizes that John is the Elijah who was sent to prepare the Jewish people for his coming in Matthew 11, verses 13 and 14, as he states, For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. And if ye will receive it, this is Elias, which was for to come. John the Baptist preached the doctrine of the kingdom before Jesus did, in order to prepare the Jewish people for the doctrine of the kingdom.